Hello there, people on the internet, and welcome to Leo's Lectures. Today we're going to talk about common foods that can kill you if you eat them under specific conditions or eat too much of them. Let's start off with one of America's favorites, the hot dog. While the low prices of hot dogs should already be suspicious, the majority of deaths caused by hot dogs are surprisingly not because of food poisoning, as it is the #1 cause of choking injuries. So as to not die from eating a hot dog, just avoid choking on a wiener and being a slut. Just cut the hot dogs into bite-sized portions to avoid choking on them.
Nobody tells me what to do. Only pussies eat bite-sized hot dogs. I ain't dying a pussy.
Now continuing with mushrooms. All of us, well, most of us, know that many mushrooms are poisonous, but I decided to include them into the list anyways, as sometimes people may accidentally still eat the wrong ones, because of the really deadly mushrooms having an uncanny resemblance to edible mushrooms. That's why you shouldn't eat mushrooms you found in the wild, and just buy them at the store. I mean, who would want to accidentally eat a mushroom called Deathcap or Destroying Angel? While they sound like usernames of cringy emo boys, they give you permanent liver damage, and there's no antidote for them. I like to imagine the first people to ever try mushrooms be like, so that one made me see Jesus, this one tastes like beef, and this one killed John instantly.
Wouldn't it be a bad idea to eat those then?
Shut up, Mr. Candyhorn. The fuck? You know how seeds inside fruits are called fruit stones, right? Well, turns out chewing too many of them can kill you because they contain cyanide. Just 0.1 grams of cyanide can give you a painful and agonizing death. By making you stop breathing. One cherry stone contains about 0.17 grams of cyanide, which would be more than enough to kill you. The amount of cyanide per stone varies, so it might take you more than one to kick the bucket. I don't want to sound like a psychopath or anything, but it fascinates me that just by crushing up some cherry stones, you can poison someone to death. It just sounds so easy that you can just crush up some cherry stones, put them into a candy bar or something, and then hand it over to your bully. And then you don't have to see them again. Please note that, Leo's Lectures does not encourage murder. Continuing with carrots. Carrots are very healthy, not if you eat them in large quantities though. About 10 carrots every day for several weeks can already be too much, because they contain beta-carotene, which turns your skin orange or yellowish. But unless you choke to death, it's impossible to die from eating too many carrots, but nobody wants to show signs of severe liver failure and have yellow skins like the Simpsons. So in order to avoid dying from eating a carrot, try not to be a slut. Cashews, also known as cashew nuts. First off, they are seeds and not nuts. You've been fooled, peasant. And also, they have a shell, and that shell is coated in anasardic, in Nazi? An anacardic acid, which burns your skin and can give you stomach aches. Also, raw cashews contain urushiol, which can be found in poison ivy, so just eat roasted ones. Now let's talk about potatoes. Normal potatoes are fine, but the ones with green skin aren't, just as Minecraft taught us. The green sprouting part contains a poison called Solanine, which causes vomiting and cardiac arrest. And it takes about 1 pound of green potatoes for a 100-pound adult to show signs of poisoning. Don't eat a pound of green potatoes. Don't eat green potatoes at all. Now this one is kinda interesting. It's the elixir of life, and it covers most of our planet. I'm talking about water. Drinking much water is important, but apparently you can overdose on water, which causes water intoxication, meaning the sodium content in your blood becomes diluted, meaning the salt-to-water ratio in your blood becomes unstable, because your kidneys can't get rid of the excess water. About 14 people have died due to water intoxication, mostly athletes though, so you don't have to worry about that anytime soon. 3 liters are too much for some people, but it depends on the person. Now coming to nutmeg. Coming? Nut? Funny? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, it only takes a couple teaspoons of nutmeg to cause convulsions, irregular heartbeat, and nausea. Oh yeah, and visual distortions and paranoia. Kinda like LSD. And because it's similar to LSD with hallucinogenic effects, it's not considered a spice but rather a drug in Saudi Arabia. Now you know that nutmeg is illegal in Saudi Arabia.
Yo, I got this really dope shit from America. What is it? It's called nutmeg. Damn, that sounds exotic. Father, is that you?
It only takes you 1 nutmeg to off yourself. Isn't that nuts? Coffee, also known as the drink of the intellectuals, has truly something magical to it. But who knew that too much caffeine can actually be bad for you? Like rapid heartbeat, fainting, and maybe even death kinda bad. It's at about 50 cups of coffee a day where you seriously need to consider some changes. Which means me and the fellow coffee lovers watching this video are in the clear. Totally. Now last but not least we have bagels. They're not exactly deadly, but they cause lots of knife injuries. Some sites I researched on said that there's about 2,000 people in the world every year having bagel-related knife injuries, and some others said that there's about 2,000 people every year having bagel-related knife injuries in the United States. And I have a couple theories for this. Theory A is that one journalist thinks that America is the world. Theory B is that Americans are just really stupid and that's why the majority of knife injuries related to bagels are there. Theory C is that the majority of bagels are eaten in America, that's why America has the most bagel-related injuries. Please comment down below which of these theories you think is the most realistic. In my opinion, Theory B is the best one. Dumb Americans. With that said, this has been Leo from Leo's Lectures, and thanks for watching.
Nobody tells me what to do. Only pussies eat bite-sized hot dog.
Just 0.5. I need more coffee. I noticed that some of these foods really look like they're trying to show off their non-existent penis, so let me demonstrate by unnecessarily censoring some parts of their body. My friend Cal told me that the hot dog looks quote-unquote naked without sauce like mustard or ketchup on it. Take that, Cal. Cal also mentioned that this cashew kinda looks like Elvis Presley in his famous pose. So let's put them side by side to get a nice comparison. Yep, look at that. Good old Elvis rocking his pelvis. I didn't even plan to make them look similar.
Wow, seriously? Beta carotene? How creative.